Welcome back to another Madden 21 video I have for you guys here today. Now, if you guys did not see my rebuild yesterday, or if you have not seen my community post I made, you're probably very confused at the moment, and there is a bee incredibly close to my window. Sorry, that freaked me out. Anyway, you guys are probably really confused right now, if you didn't see both of those, because I'm changing my franchise team, so let me just quickly explain what happened. It turns out that Bengal also decided to do the Jaguars as his franchise team, so I posted a poll on YouTube asking if you guys think I should change my team, and the majority of you guys said I should. Only a very small percentage of you guys wanted me to keep the Jaguars. I do feel really badly for those people. I'm sorry if you really wanted to see me use the Jaguars as a franchise team, but I do think it's in the best interest of the viewer for me to switch, because then most of you guys probably watch Bengal as well. So if that's the case, I'm sure it'll be way more enjoyable for you guys to watch two different franchises from us rather than us both do the same team. So that's a quick explanation as to why I am switching. But today we are going to be beginning my New York Giants franchise. If you guys are looking forward to this franchise and just any other Madden 21 content from me, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button down below. I would greatly appreciate it. And also, if you enjoyed this video, I'd very much appreciate it if you can leave a like. Also though, if you guys don't know who Bengal is, in the off chance that that is the case for you, I'm going to put a link in the description to his channel just in case you guys want to go watch him do his Jaguars franchise and just watch his other Madden 21 content in general. Obviously, he makes great content. But anyway, let's go ahead and begin talking about the New York Giants. So I was actually really close to choosing this team instead of the Jaguars to begin with, and I guess in retrospect I probably should have, but it's all good. You know what, we move on, we're fine. Let's go over the roster. So we have Danny Dimes starting at quarterback. Only normal development, but that's understandable. 72 overall, 23 years old, 1 year of experience. Of course, he had his rookie season last year out of Duke. He definitely showed some flashes. He had some issues with turnover-worthy plays, of course, but I do think Daniel Jones has the potential to be a good quarterback in the NFL one day, and we're going to hope to develop him into that here. He can actually move fairly well. 84 speed, 87 acceleration, 83 agility. Not the greatest throw power, but he has pretty good accuracy stats. His awareness is rather low, but I don't really think that's too big of a deal when you're usering him. But it turns out that Madden's down for maintenance. Whatever that means. I don't know. I'm still in the franchise. Whatever. And the game crashed. That's amazing. Let's go. Give me 2 seconds. All right, well, this is fun. EA servers are not available at this time. I'm getting a bunch of different error messages at one time. What is happening? So the game is absolutely bugging out at the moment. I'm gonna try to restart it again. Okay, so we are finally back. I actually had to make a completely new franchise because for some reason it wasn't letting me connect to the EA servers, so I couldn't access any cloud franchises. I don't really know what happened, but whatever, at least we're back in. Let me continue talking about Danny Dimes. All I wanted to say more about him was that I think I can use him for the long term in this franchise. I do think I can develop him fairly well. I'm gonna do my best to do that. If I can't develop him, maybe we look into the draft for a quarterback. I don't know, but my main plan right now is to have Danny Dimes for the future. Also, don't pay attention to the coach name. I just didn't bother changing it for this franchise because I'll just make a new franchise when I actually want to play games. But Saquon Barkley is the starting running back, one of the best running backs in football, 91 overall superstar X Factor out of the college I went to. Never ran into him, sadly. But he's 23 years old, 2 years of experience, an absolute insane athlete, incredible speed, incredible agility. He is just ridiculous with the football in his hands. He even has good catching, good short route running as well. He can do everything, even trucking. He has 83. That's certainly not bad. 95 carrying, though. It does not fumble too often. Change of direction, 94. That's a new stat this year, and he certainly fits that bill at least. He changes direction about as well as anybody else in the entire league. So he's insane. I can't wait to use Saquon Barkley. He's going to be so much fun just to steamroll teams with. This receiving core is kind of interesting. They have Golden Tate, Sterling Shepard, and Darius Slayton. Darius Slayton is the one I'm most excited for because he's the youngest. He is very fast, can catch super well. Can run the route tree fairly well too. 78 short, 76 medium, 80 deep, 92 acceleration, good spectacular catch, good jumping. I'm excited to develop Darius Slayton. I think he's going to develop really well for us. I think I might have him at the 1, and then maybe Sterling Shepard can be the slot potentially. Or maybe Darius Slayton will even be the slot. I don't know exactly what to do yet, but Golden Tate and Sterling Shepard can both be a slot receiver on this team for sure. We have Corey Coleman as the number 4 receiver. I don't really think he's going to get too involved, but I do like the receiving core in this team. I think there's some potential here to develop these guys. And now Golden Tate, not as much because he's 32 years old, but he's still pretty good. Adds some value to this team. And then Sterling Shepard is 27. So he's on the cusp of regression, but maybe we can keep him for a little while. This team's offensive line isn't that great, but they did just draft Andrew Thomas in the first round. I don't know what his development trait is. I haven't gone ahead and looked. The only player whose development trait I know so far is Chase Young, because I just did a rebuild of that team. But anyway, Andrew Thomas, 71 overall hidden development trait. He was one of the better tackles in this most recent class, but there are a bunch of really strong tackles. But Andrew Thomas is very good. Seems like he does everything fairly well. He's strong, good lead block, good impact block as well. I'm excited to have him starting here at tackle. Nate Solder is an interesting one because he's really not all that good and he's kind of expensive. I don't know exactly what to do with him just yet. Maybe we'll just keep him for this season. Will Hernandez can develop well. 78 overall, still young. Kevin Zeitler is a good guard as well. And then I guess we have Spencer Pulley starting at center. Offensive line is certainly a position I'm going to have to upgrade at some point, but they did draft Matt Pert as well. Matthew Pert out of Connecticut. So maybe we can get him starting somewhere. 64 overall is not awful, I guess. They have Shane Lemieux as well. I probably mispronounced that last name. He's only a 61, though. I'm not sure how much I want him starting on this team. I don't know. But Evan Ingram is very good as well. Another highlight to this offense. 88 overall for him, 25 years old. A very fast tight end, 90 speed, one of the fastest among that position group. 88 catching, 62 run blocking isn't that bad for being mainly a pass catcher. 88 awareness, 91 acceleration, good route running ability as well. I'm excited to throw it to him a lot too. I think Evan Ingram can rack up some yards here with Danny Dimes. On the defensive side then, they went ahead and drafted Xavier McKinney out of Alabama. He's a really good safety, 86 speed, 89 acceleration, good zone coverage, good man coverage, good pursuit and hit power. I'm excited to use him as well because he's a 74 overall. That's quite high for a rookie, so I'm excited to see what he can develop into. Jabril Peppers is the starting strong safety. 80 overall for him, 24 years old. 90 speed, 93 acceleration. He's a really good athlete as well. Good zone and man coverage, good hit power. He's actually a really solid player to have. His stats looked a little bit better than an 80, but I can understand it, I guess. Julian Love is also on this team. He could play corner for us if we really need him to, and I might actually need him to. I'll get into that in a little while, but Julian Love is young, 89 speed, 88 acceleration, 22 years of age. But the reason I mentioned that is because DeAndre Baker's here, and he is in trouble with the law. So I don't know if he actually was cut by the Giants. Let me look this up quickly, wherever my phone went. Okay, I found it. Now, I don't think he was released yet, but he was charged with armed robbery. So I don't know what to do with him. I'll leave him here for now. I guess let me know in the comments what you think I should do. I don't mind cutting him. Like, that's pretty fair. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened in real life. James Bradbury is the #1 corner on this team. 79 overall for him. He's a pretty solid cornerback for sure. Definitely an upgrade over, I think, who they had here last year. But James Bradbury is definitely not too bad. Grant Haley, the #3 corner. Sam Beal. And then we have Corey Ballantyne, right? Yeah, so there's a lot of young guys here who I could potentially get some snaps at some point. I don't know what to do with this cornerback situation right now, to be honest. On the defensive line, this is probably the strongest part of their defense list, the interior part. Leonard Williams is a pretty good player, 80 overall for him, 26 years of age. Dalvin Tomlinson is the #1 defensive tackle. I think we can develop him fairly well. We also have Dexter Lawrence, star development, 22 years of age. He's a monster, 6'4", 342 pounds. I'm excited to develop him because I do think he's going to be a really, really solid interior D lineman here for us. We also have BJ Hill, who's young and pretty good, 75 overall for him. So I don't know exactly where to start all these guys just yet, but I'll figure that out as we move along with this series. Kyler Fackrell, Marcus Golden are the outside linebackers. Neither are that great, but they're also not that bad either. Like, I'm good with these guys starting if I need to for a season. We also have O'Shane Ximenez, who is young, so I definitely want to get him involved somehow. 80 speed, 66 block shed, 76 finesse moves. We also have Lorenzo Carter, who's just a crazy athlete. He's very fast, 88 speed, 90 acceleration, okay block shed, pretty good finesse moves, pretty good strength. Also okay zone coverage, so we can even have him play middle linebacker if I really wanted him to. I guess he's a bit more of an edge rusher. I don't really know what to do with Lorenzo Carter, but I kind of want him starting somewhere. I'm actually okay with having him and Ximenez rush off the edge. Maybe Golden and Fackrell can just rotate in every once in a while. But this team definitely needs help at linebacker. Blake Martinez is the middle linebacker. He's not too good. 81 speed, 82 tackling, 60 zone coverage. I feel like that's a little bit generous. I don't know. But Blake Martinez is not the long-term option, at least for me here. At middle linebacker. I guess David Mayo is the #2 linebacker. We do have Ryan Connolly, who is very young. He was a rookie this past season. I wouldn't mind getting him a bit more involved. It'd be cool if we can develop him into something. And then I guess we also have Devontae Downs. Okay, 64 overall for him. I'm not really too sure what to do at linebacker. We'll have to figure that out throughout the course of this series. I'm going to go over specialists, but I'm going to do that in the depth chart tab because it's much easier to get the correct players starting if you do it this way. So I think Grant Haley being the nickel corner is fine. Sub linebacker, I don't really want that being Julian Love. Ryan Connolly, I think, will be the #1 sub linebacker, and then I guess Blake Martinez at #2. Julian Love is just pretty small. I don't really want him playing linebacker. I guess Lorenzo Carter can move up here. I'm thinking about having Connolly and Lorenzo Carter be the middle linebackers. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do just yet. Rush defensive tackle will probably be Dexter Lawrence at the #1. I don't really want Leonard Williams that involved because he is the oldest out of all of these guys. I'd rather develop Dalvin Tomlinson and Dexter Lawrence first. Rush right end. Kyler Fackrell's not too bad in that role. Lorenzo Carter could play there as well. Okay, I'm thinking about that for sure. Marcus Golden at left. I kind of want O'Shane Ximenez being there. Marcus Golden's okay as well. Ximenez has some potential. So this is an interesting team. I'm actually really excited to get into this rebuild because I do think I can do some pretty interesting things with this team. We have some really good pieces in place already, and I'm really excited to draft, honestly. That's the best part about franchises. I can't wait to get to the offseason. But the slot receiver, I think, will be Sterling Shepard. I might eventually switch it to Darius Slayton. I'll see how he is doing at the #1 position. Saquon Barkley, of course, the power back. Third down running back. Deion Lewis is on this team as well. He'd be pretty good in this role, but Saquon's an 86 third down running back. Perfectly fine with him starting there. Now, I'm not going to end the video just yet. I think I'm going to train for a little bit just to get some gameplay with this team. I don't want to hop into the preseason. Let's just go into some free practice, call a couple plays, talk about the team a little bit more. All right, so here we go. The first play. Let's run the ball with Saquon. What can we do with him? Oh, Saquon with that change of direction. Okay, it's gonna be a lethal back for us. I can't wait to just run all over defenses with him. He's gonna be such a fun player to use. Let's call the same play just to the other side. Saquon Barkley with the blocking up the middle. Okay, getting some push. Certainly not bad there. Let's throw it up to Darius Slayton on this outside. Can he come down with it? Darius Slayton. Oh, what an attempt. Okay, I like that animation, though. It wasn't too bad. It was pretty similar to some Madden 20 animations. Darius Slayton one-on-one. Go up and get the ball, man. Darius Slayton can't come down with it. So close. Darius Slayton in the end zone. He's going to go up and get it. Okay, there we go. We got a touchdown. I'm comfortable with ending the video on that note. I just want to get some offensive footage just to see what the team is looking like. And that was also the first time I've ever played this game and actually threw some passes and ran the ball and whatnot. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you guys are excited for my Madden 21 content. I'm really excited to keep posting this game. Thanks one more time for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.